Hello, good people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Peter Obi has finally reacted to what happened yesterday in Nasarawa State, where more than 1 million people stormed the street of Lafia to show their solidarity and support for Peter Obi presidential ambition. It was quite a shocking one, and I guess that for APC and PDP supporters, that was the serious choke of the day for them because nobody believed that Oshimole, who claimed that only four people in one room are chunking out all the tweets, nobody believed that those same four people could transform to more than 1 million people on the street of Lafia. It was quite exciting. But right now, Peter Obi have reacted to what they did for him yesterday in Nasarawa State. Already in Imo State, they are planning theirs to take place on the 20th of August. Also, in another development, which we are going to be looking at, you're going to hear what a young man in Adamawa State have decided to do for Peter Obi to show his support for hashtag Peter Obi movement. Don't forget that in that same Adamawa State in August 1st, don't forget Adamawa State is actually Atiku Abubakar's state of origin. On the 1st of this month, we saw what happened that more than 700 PDP and APC tore their cards and decided to join Labour Party PDP, Labour Party LP. And right now, a young man there in one of the local government have decided to volunteer to do this for Peter Obi. In another development, which we are still going to be looking at, there is this widespread movement from other parties by their supporters and by their keen stakeholder APC. They have lost one of their very key supporter who is a professor, and he said that he is now in support of Peter Obi and he's very obedient. You're going to hear exactly what he has to say. But first of all, we'd like to start up with what Peter Obi had to tell those who worked for him and who showed solidarity for his ambition in Nasarawa State. Peter Obi on a tweet said this, and I'm going to quote exactly what he said. He said, "The recent 1 million march recently embarked on by Obedience in Nasarawa State is very well appreciated by the Obedient family. It's a great step towards taking back our country." Went further to say, "I am sincerely encouraged by the unwavering commitment of Nigerian youths to the obedient movement aimed at rescuing the nation from bad governance." And concluded it with this, say, "Just like them, I deeply appreciate every Nigerian who had continued to labor in our country for the good of the nation. I assure you that our labor will never be in vain." That's the prayer of all Nigerians, that after all of this, we will have great reasons to rejoice and to celebrate that actually we went for a Moses who have taken us out of the Egypt to Canaan land. Now, let's look at the young man I told you guys about who had shown his support for Peter Obi movement, what he did in Adamawa State. Now, the young man's name is what he used there on his Twitter page was full there, and this is what he said. He said, "Today, I use my own funds to volunteer and support hashtag Peter Obi's movement. I rented and painted the first Labour Party office in Song LGA of Adamawa. Song LGA has registered voters of more than 30,000, and I promise to deliver and work to see that Song are fully obediently useful." I'll read that again. It says Song LGA has 30,000 registered voters, and I promise to deliver and work to see Song are fully hashtag obediently useful. You can see the face of the young man. Man, there had been multiple reactions to this kind of a huge support that a young man who is in need of good governance have decided to do for the people of Adamawa State and also for the people of Nigeria. Someone reacting said, keep up the good work. We will never forget those that stood for good governance. No matter where they come from, we are all in it together. Now, guess what? This is someone from Adamawa State, Atiku State, doing this just to show Nigerians that no need to begin to look for old politicians who have already sucked us dry. We have to go for someone who will change the narrative of our country. Someone says, the more we sweat in peace, the less we bleed in war. That's a great one there. So everyone is needed to cooperate, especially at a time like this. So another person here say, yeah, you guys may call me Atiku boy, impostor, and so on. I don't care. I believe that before hashtag Peter Obi movement came, you all were either members of APC or PDP, but the structure changed us for the betterment of the dear nation. I formed the movement and work for it. Now, what of you? Now, it's actually the same young man who is making this statement, which means a lot of castigation has gone to him for the step that he has taken. And he's telling them, whether you call me Atiku's boy or not, I'm not interested. We all know that before this thing happened, that's Peter Obi movement came on board, we were either a member of APC or PDP, but the structure has changed us for the betterment of our nation. Quite interesting. I mean, things that are happening thus far is a pointer to the fact that the future is already full of blissful moments if we succeed in winning the entire nation to Peter Obi. And in another development, a popular APC stalwart, Professor Chris Nwakobia Jr., has resigned his membership from the ruling party APC. These guys are really losing, I'm telling you. Professor Nwakobia made the statement on his Twitter handle while attaching his APC revalidation form. According to him, he has seen the new light and ready for the baptism of fire. Quite interesting. However, so many obedients are very reserved about this, his sudden look for Peter Obi's movement and Labour Party. They wouldn't wish for all these same corrupt looters to cross carpet as usual. Now, I'm going to read exactly what Chris Mustafa Nwakobia Jr. had to tell Nigerians. He said, I have decided to resign from the APC today, the 7th of August, 2022. The number 7 stands for wholeness and 8 for a new order. A new and wholesome Nigeria is possible. Obidati, we move, we win. Hashtag Obidati 2023. Hashtag obedient. Hashtag NG Labor. Hashtag Peter Obi at Spotlight and all of that. He went further, to say that attached document was the revalidation of my membership of the APC last year. What happened today is my resignation from APC. Thanks. And also, he went further to say again, or someone had to react to his statement. Someone says here, stretching our hands to receive corrupt politicians will henceforth be stopped from next month. New politicians joining the LP going forward will have to be subjected to a polygraph and scrutiny from the youth. It will be no longer business as usual. Please be advised. Another person reacting said, if we don't maintain sanity, we might end up losing LP to the same people that currently infiltrate the ruling party. Why wait till now before leaving the other side? Why do you choose LP? What's your take on your principal? What political office did you hold, and how has your country benefited from you? People are really reacting against him joining, the Labour Party, which means nobody seems to trust him. Another person reacting say the date on your form was 2802/2021 and the signature was 3rd of March 2021. How come you claim to resign today? Even the above date in your tweet is 2023. Even your post and interview for the past month shows you were not with APC. So many people are really, really questioning him. I guess that's why he decided to rewrite everything. But it's a pointer to the fact that everything is changing for the betterment of the country. Whatever it will be, one of the greatest desires of Nigeria is to watch Peter Obi come up as the president of Nigeria. That's where we'd like to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What's your standpoint on everything that we've talked about?